What a guan royalties! Welcome to your Queen's Kitchen. Today I will be making some crispy fried chicken with some pumpkin rice. So follow back on me. Okay royalties, so we're gonna prepare our pumpkin rice and get that out of the way before we start our crispy fried chicken. So here I have some pumpkins. You can use squash that I already cut up. And here I have 2.5 cups of rice that I also washed, and it is in my rice cooker. So I'm just gonna add the pumpkin. You can cut these finer, but I like to taste I like to see like chunks of the pumpkin in the rice. This is optional. You can cut them up finely. Some people even grate their pumpkin. It's up to you. So we're adding the pumpkin down to the rice. And this is gonna be quick, simple, easy, and delicious. Okay, so we're gonna season our rice as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the water. So I've added 3 cups of water. And I'm using parboiled rice. You can use white rice or any rice of your choice. Here I have some garlic powder that I'll be adding, 1/2 tablespoon. So here I have some oregano, and I'm just going to add a few, about 1 teaspoon of my oregano. And I have some seasoning salt. I'm also going to be adding about 1/2 teaspoon. About 1/2 teaspoon of the seasoning salt, and I'm also going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and I'm using the Irie turmeric powder. You can use any turmeric powder of your choice, but I just like this brand. I'm going in with a tablespoon of butter. You can add some mixed vegetable to this as well. And you're just gonna mix all of this up. And I already have my oil on the stove, so you can hear some popping going on over there. I'm allowing my oil in my Dutch pot to warm up for my fried chicken. So this is about it for our pumpkin rice. You can add some coconut milk, but you know, I don't want to add the coconut milk today. So now I'm just going to put this in my rice cooker, and I'm going to cook this for 45 minutes. So here I have it in my rice cooker, and how can I forget the green seasoning? I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of my green seasoning. If you don't have the green seasoning, you might need to add a piece of thyme and a piece of green onion. But my green seasoning have all of the niceness. I'll leave a link in the description for the green seasoning. So this is it. We're going to now cover this down, and I'm just going to cook this on 45 minutes in my rice cooker. Okay? Yes, royalties. So it's time to season our chicken. So I'm just going to go over all of the seasoning that I am going to be using. I will be using 1 teaspoon of each of these seasoning, and also I'm going to season my chicken, and I'm also going to season the flour and make a breading. I'm doing the flour in this nice bag right here, but you can use a bowl. It's just more convenient for me in the bag and less mess. So here I have my turmeric. I'm going to use my turmeric. And this is my Cool Runnings meat seasoning. I have some garlic powder and some onion salt mixed in this one right here. My chicken seasoning. I'm using 1/2 teaspoon of the black pepper, but 1 teaspoon of the other seasoning. My all-purpose seasoning and some cayenne. Cayenne is optional. And also my Cajun seasoning. Here I have my green seasoning. Again, I'll leave this in the description box for you. And this is 2 teaspoons of green seasoning. So let's get our chicken seasoned, okay? All right. So I'm showing you before I start to rub this in. So all of my seasoning, I also added 1 teaspoon of paprika, okay, to the flour and to the chicken. Everything I use in the chicken, I put in the flour except the green seasoning. No green seasoning in your flour, okay? All right, so we're just gonna rub this in, and remember, I use 1 teaspoon each of all the seasoning that I went over in our chicken, in our flour, except the black pepper. The black pepper I use 1/2 teaspoon. You can use 1/4 teaspoon. And your cayenne pepper is optional. Put as much as you want, or you don't have to add any cayenne pepper. And I use 2 teaspoons of the green seasoning. So I'm just gonna rub this in. So our chicken is looking nice, see? Well seasoned. So here I have some water, and our breading is ready, well seasoned as well. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna coat our chicken in our breading, and then we are going to dip our chicken in the water, and we're gonna coat it again in our breading. So we're gonna double coat. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some of my chicken in the bag, nicely coat them with the flour, dust them off. Make sure you dust off the excess flour, dip them in the water, and then back into the flour. So let's do that. So as you can see, I have all the chicken in the bag. Now I'm going to coat these. See that? Okay. See, the chickens are nicely coated. They're still down in the flour. See that? So I'm going to dust these off, and I'm going to put them in our water over here. Here I have all of my chicken in the water. Make sure that they're covered under the water. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these out, shake off the excess water, and put them back into my breading. Okay? Okay, royalties, as you can see, I've breaded all of my chicken. So I'm gonna start frying these ones. I still have some in my bag right here that I'll be frying later. I leave them in the flour because I don't want them to start getting soft and soggy. So let's go over to the stove. I have some oil in my Dutch pot that I will be frying these in. So this is the oil in my Dutch pot here, and I have this on medium high. I just have some thyme, so I just burn the thyme in the oil. And yes, I already used this oil, that's why it's looking a little bit darker, but I'm not wasting anything in my kitchen, so I'm reusing the oil. You want to make sure that you have enough oil and using a nice thick pot. If you don't have a Dutch pot, use a nice thick pot. So we're just gonna go ahead now, and we're gonna add our chickens. So the first set is ready. We're just gonna remove this and put them on a rack. So I put the rest of my chicken in my oil, and these are the ones that we take out of the oil. See how lovely they are looking, nice and crispy, well seasoned. So just gonna allow them to drain off. See how nice and crispy these are? Look at these. Beautiful. Look at the color. Lovely and delicious. Crispy fried chicken. So we're just gonna continue frying them until all of our chickens are fried. So our pumpkin rice is ready. This is what it is looking like. Nice and delicious. Look at that. See that rich, nice pumpkin, that turmeric. And you know turmeric is good for you. So this is packed with lots of goodness. That's our green seasoning on top. So you just want to spin this up and serve this up nicely with your fried chicken or whatever you want to make with this delicious pumpkin rice. You can also use jerk chicken or brown stew chicken. It does not matter what you want to eat with this. Or if you want to go straight veggie, you can have some nice vegetables. But look at the beauty. See all of that seasoning, that green seasoning, that pumpkin. Beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. See that nice color? That's from the turmeric and also from the pumpkin. So we're done frying all of our chicken. Nice, crispy and delicious. So let's serve some of this up. Okay, so I've served some up. This is how it is looking. You can add some gravy over this, some sauce, whatever you want to have with this, some ketchup, barbecue sauce. It's up to you. So this is it. Looking absolutely amazing. Delicious, crispy fried chicken with my pumpkin rice. Let me know what you think about this recipe. If you will be trying this recipe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you're new here, hit that subscription button. Turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Until next time, God bless you.